The difference between a budget deficit and a national debt. Definition of budget deficit. A budget deficit occurs when a government's expenditures exceed its revenues within a specific fiscal year. It represents the shortfall between what the government spends on programs, services, and debt interest payments and the revenue it collects through taxes and other sources. Causes of budget deficit. Budget deficits can result from various factors, including economic downturns, increased government spending on social programs or infrastructure projects, tax cuts reducing revenue intake, or unexpected expenses such as natural disasters or wars. Implications and financing. Governments may finance budget deficits by borrowing funds through issuing treasury bills, bonds, or other debt securities. Deficit spending is often used to stimulate economic growth during recessions or to fund public investments without immediately raising taxes. Short-term versus long-term impact. While short-term deficits can be manageable and necessary for economic stability and growth, persistent or large deficits over time can lead to higher national debt levels, increased interest payments, and potential fiscal challenges. Definition of national debt. The national debt, or public debt, refers to the total amount of money that a government owes to external creditors, foreign governments, investors, and domestic lenders, individuals, financial institutions, accumulated over time from budget deficits and borrowing. Accumulation of national debt. National debt accumulates from ongoing budget deficits, where each year's deficit adds to the overall debt stock. Governments issue debt securities to finance deficits and manage existing debt obligations through interest payments and maturing debt rollovers. Interest payments and fiscal policy. National debt requires interest payments to creditors, which can become a significant portion of government expenditures. Managing national debt levels is crucial for maintaining fiscal discipline and sustainable economic growth. Impact on future generations. High levels of national debt may pose risks for future generations by limiting government flexibility to respond to economic crises, increasing borrowing costs, and potentially crowding out private investment if debt levels become unsustainable. Measurement and transparency. National debt is measured as a percentage of gross domestic product, GDP, providing a benchmark for assessing a country's fiscal health and debt sustainability. Transparency in reporting national debt levels is critical for informing policy decisions and investor confidence. Conclusion. In conclusion, understanding the difference between budget deficits and national debt is essential for evaluating government fiscal policies, economic stability, and long-term financial sustainability. Budget deficits reflect annual fiscal imbalances between government spending and revenue, while national debt represents the cumulative borrowing and debt obligations accrued over time.